Was escorted to Amsterdam by fighter jets after the crew reported suspicious behavior by passengers. Witnesses on the plane say air marshals intervened after male passengers were seen fidgeting with cell phones and plastic bags. People in Ontario may soon get a peek into the court system by turning on their television. An expert panel is recommending that cameras become regular fixtures in Ontario's Court of Appeal and divisional courts. Ontario's Attorney General likes the idea, but there are critics, as we hear from CTV's Paul Bliss.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
This is what a lot of us remember most about cameras in the courtroom. But this is what critics are afraid of: antics, hysterics, and a possible miscarriage of justice due to the desire to perform for the lens.
I think it is inevitable. The cameras will be coming in to the courtrooms of our nation, and I think that our justice system is ready for its close-up.
But Ontario Attorney General Michael Bryant thinks this province is ready for cameras in the court. He's supporting recommendations in a report from an expert panel, which included a Chief Justice, media experts, and citizens.
Sure, I think we need to learn from the American experience. I think we have to preserve the rights to fair trial. We have to preserve the presumption of innocence, and that's why, and I think that the recommendations seek to do that.
The panel recommends cameras be allowed in the Court of Appeal and Divisional Court, but they would not be permitted in superior courts when witnesses are examined. The opposition parties aren't convinced it's the right way to go.
I think we need to shine a brighter light on the way our court system operates and how sentences are given out. We'll look forward to the public's input on topics, specifics, like cameras in the courtroom.
What do you do in the case that somebody has been accused? In our system, they're innocent until proven guilty. And if all of a sudden we start to televise every waking moment of what happens in a trial, people may make up their minds about a particular individual situation, and then the person is found innocent. What does that person do after?
The recommendations will be studied and costed out over the next couple of months, but the Attorney General says it's just a matter of time before cameras have their day in court.
20 years after his Man in Motion tour, Rick Hansen has returned to Newfoundland. Hansen was welcomed back today to Cape Spear, where he began the final stretch of his wheelchair journey to raise awareness and funding for spinal cord injuries. Hansen says the welcome he received right here in 1986 gave him the boost he needed to complete the marathon.
Cape Spear, Newfoundland, Labrador, it's pretty much a symbolic turning point for me, and it reminds you that when you have doubts in your dreams, you know, you hang in there, and dreams do come true, and people responded and opened up their heart.
The Man in Motion tour took Hansen right across this country and 33 other countries. By the time he reached his goal in May of 1987, Hansen had raised almost $30 million for spinal cord research. And we're taking you back live now to California, where John Mark Carr is in the process of being extradited from the state of California to the state of Colorado. He is going to Boulder to face authorities there. He's the man who says he was there when JonBenet Ramsey was killed. He's also the man that many people simply do not believe. He has said this many times in the past. He has given many photo opportunities, but he doesn't seem to have a very convincing story, but officials are going through with this thing anyway. There have been many questions about his involvement. For the latest, you can see that he is about to board this aircraft. We've been watching this all day. He was in difficulty in California 5 years ago. He was charged with possession of child pornography, and apparently, according to police, they say he's always had a fascination with the JonBenet Ramsey murder. Also the murder of Polly Klaas and a third child that has not been named so far. And we have heard from the woman in Northern California who gave authorities audio tapes of conversations she had with Carr, now being helped onto the aircraft. She also provided emails, and according to police, they have announced they want to quash the rumor that was going around for a couple of 3 days that somehow Carr had knowledge of the John Benet death that no one would have unless they were part of the investigation. They say that is simply not true. They have not found that anywhere. So he's expected to be in Boulder this afternoon. Lawyers there say they do not expect his first court appearance in Colorado to be until early next week. Informants, family members, high school classmates have been coming forward to talk about this guy, this John Mark Carr, who we now know from the state of Alabama, welfare officials there, that he once ran a daycare in the state of Alabama as late as 1999. No complaints were ever lodged about that. We're hearing more from the suspect in his own words, too. An upcoming issue of People magazine features excerpts from an interview with Carr conducted by Thai officials while he was jailed in Bangkok. It reports that during the questioning, Carr said he confessed to wanting to bring that chapter of his life to an end and begin the healing. This aircraft is now being towed away from the airport itself and will take off shortly on its way to Boulder, Colorado. John Mark Carr to face charges there. He has been extradited from the state of California. Now we'd like to take you live to Scottsdale, Arizona. A lot of Canadians like to go down here, play golf. It's noted for being hot and dry. But you can see right now from the pictures we're looking at, it's anything but dry right now in the state of Arizona. There's been a slow-moving storm which has flooded roadways in parts of the southern and central parts of the state. The National Weather Service has issued a flood advisory for the county that includes Scottsdale, Phoenix, Tempe, and other cities in Arizona. There is also a storm making its way through southern and eastern parts of the Valley and Pinal counties. The storm could also bring with it frequent lightning and more rain as it is tracking very slowly to the northeast. This is in the city of Scottsdale, so you can see they've had an awful lot of water. The National Weather Service in Tucson has issued a flash flood warning for that part of the state. So once again, there has been unexpected flooding because of some unexpected storms in the state of Arizona.
I also know this, I could just look out my left.
People think that jurors can be manipulated by the lawyers.
Maybe we can sell